Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are doing very well. My name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and this is a little pick a card for Tuesday the 1st of August. Wow. But obviously it's timeless, you know. So pile number 1 is the red jasper. Pile number 2 is the blue apatite, which is, it's really like a dark blue, but it's not showing up very well. There you go, you can kind of see it. And pile number 3 is the pink rhodonite. So I will just give you a second to choose your pile. Okay. So. Okay, pile number 1, the red jasper. Okay. Okay. So you guys have, wow, oh my gosh, oh, you're not gonna believe what's in your pile. Pile number 1, look, you have the High Priestess and the Hierophant, and the camera just went to 111 as I said that. They very rarely come out. Honestly, it's very rare that they come out. I think the last time I saw that was in a Pisces reading that I did a long time ago. Let's see what else you got here. You also have the Queen of Cups. You have the Strength card. You have the Two of Cups, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, that's some reading, pile number 1. You also have an affirmation here. The universe has something very special in store for me. So this is the special thing that's coming in for you. Whether you've met them yet or not, I have no idea, but wow, the High Priestess and the Hierophant, you know, in the tarot you obviously have the Empress and the Emperor, which is like the mummy and the daddy, like the mum and dad of the tarot, but the High Priestess and the Hierophant is like the spiritual couple of the tarot, and honestly they very rarely come out together. So this is a very spiritual connection that you have here. And you have the Two of Cups, you know, this is like soulmates. Past life, some kind of past life connection that you have with this person. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's very much a destined connection. Whoever the feminine is in this connection, and bear in mind that can be a male, right? But whoever the feminine is could have strong Cancer in their chart somewhere, and whoever the masculine is could have strong Leo. I feel whoever the feminine is in this connection is like very soft, compassionate, loving, probably very psychic energy. Could also have Pisces in their chart, obviously. But the feminine may have had to learn boundaries, you know, because that's often what the Queen of Cups represents, like being almost like quote unquote like too nice, you know. Kind of letting people walk all over you sort of thing. And whoever was the masculine energy, you know, maybe has some Leo qualities, like maybe they get a lot of attention. My voice is going, what's going on? Excuse me. Like maybe they get a lot of attention. You know, the Hierophant can also talk about like a leader, right? Someone who's in the spotlight. Teacher, manager, someone that people listen to. So like the Hierophant with the Strength card, you know, this could be very much someone that just kind of naturally you know, people put them in the spotlight, or they're just good in that way, right? They just get a lot of attention. And this doesn't have to be love. Obviously, this can be something else. This could be a friend that you're going to meet. It could also be a spiritual business, like partnership that you're going to start with someone. It could be something like that. Whatever this connection is, it's very, very special. Like this is someone very spiritual in some way. Like it's a very, very spiritual connection. The High Priestess, especially with the Two of Cups, often talks about a telepathic connection with someone. Whoever is the feminine is very psychic, very spiritually, like very intuitive, very, very good at reading people. And I feel the masculine energy is like very strong, very fiery. They could be Taurus with strong Leo in their chart somewhere. But this person, whoever is the masculine, you know, the Strength card often talks about learning compassion. So that may have been their lesson. It's almost like you were teaching each other the opposite of what you had. You know, whoever was the feminine, like, was learning, like I said, to sort of put, you know, my throat's gone again. I feel like the feminine may have been learning, you know, boundaries with the throat chakra. And kind of to be almost like less soft. Whereas the masculine, excuse me, my voice is all over the place right now with this reading. It was totally fine before I sat down to do the reading. Excuse me. And I've just noticed as I started talking about the masculine, I almost got like more forceful. I feel like the masculine has been learning the opposite. Like they've been learning to be more like the Queen of Cups, like to be more compassionate, to be softer, to be gentler. So that's what you guys have been learning from each other. It's very like twin flamey, soulmate kind of thing. So like I said, this could be someone that you've already met or someone that's coming in. It could be love, it could be a friend, business partner. You know, you may end up starting a business, a spiritual business or something with this person. I feel it's destined though, whatever this is, it's destined. Like with the Wheel of Fortune, you guys are supposed to be together. And I feel like you have had many past lives together. So if this is not like ringing any bells, you know, I would get ready because this person's going to enter your life at some point. Also with the Strength card, I would say, if this is someone that you already know, because often with these types of connections, you know, you guys have to like sort of break away from each other, and then like once the work's done, you come back together. So that could be what's going on here. And with the Strength card, it often talks about a very open, honest conversation between two people. So that could be something that's about to happen with you guys. You know, with the red jasper, I feel it's something, there may have been blocked emotions in this connection, but it's definitely something, it's about to ground itself. Like if this is something that's not yet been grounded in the 3D, it's about to, okay? And also, you know, the Two of Cups is like best friends as well. You probably very much find that this person feels like a best friend. There's something, you're gonna find that this person's spiritual in some way. You know, you're probably going to find that the more you spend time with each other, the more that your spiritual gifts will develop, you know. So yeah, that is your message, pile number one. That's very rare though. It really is a very special connection, whatever this is, because it's very rare to have the High Priestess and the Hierophant come out together. You know, you may end up, because it is such a spiritual connection, you may end up teaching others together. Like you might start a spiritual business. And my throat kept going, so maybe it's something to do with communicating with people, like writing a book or counseling or communicating a message like that in some way. Wow. So that is your message, pile number one. Well done, you. I hope you enjoyed it and it resonated with you. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care. Pile number two, you guys have the Blue Apatite. So let's see what you got. You have the Six of Wands. Okay. You know, as soon as I saw that, you're moving fast. I can see him moving. He's moving fast. It's fast. Like you're very, yeah. The Six of Wands talks about victory over something. So I feel the six, it's often delayed. It's something that's been delayed. And now that it's not delayed, it's going to move very fast because there's nothing blocking you now, if you see what I mean. You have the Nine of Swords, and you have the Hermit. Just checking for nude cards as I'm going. Okay, you know, before we go any further, I feel there's something with this pile about you may be a chronic overthinker or a chronic worrier, like with the Nine of Swords here. You know, you may suffer from insomnia because you find it hard to switch off your brain. Just always overthinking, chronic worrying. You know, with the Hermit, it's a very deep thinker. The Hermit is a very, very deep thinker. They tend to spend a lot of time alone. Oh shit, I just dropped one of the cards. Oh, I'm coming back. Don't go anywhere, pile two. You know, the Hermit tends to be a very deep thinker, and they do tend to spend a lot of time alone. Also, you may have been, you know, you may just have come out of Hermit mode. You also have the Sun. Oh, wow. You know, you may be headed for a place in the spotlight with the Six of Wands and the Sun. You know, the Six of Wands talks about being in the spotlight, but it's something that you've earned through like a hard fought battle, you know. You're just headed towards good things, pile number two, you really are. But part of the problem here may have been overthinking. I feel that's something that's not going to cause a problem for you anymore for some reason. Like, you've done the work. You know, with the Sun as well, like, you may have kind of seen the problem. You know, something, you may have seen this aspect of yourself and you've figured out how to cure it or something. Yeah, look, you have the Nine of Swords with the Five of Swords. So lots of overthinking, I think, for you was like a problem in your past. Worrying, sleepless nights, predicting the worst, anxiety, self-fulfilling prophecies, you know, this kind of thing. That's a thing of the past for you. And you have the Ace of Wands. And you also have your, whatever you call it, affirmation. My intuition is strong and clear. I trust the voice within. I noticed that took a little longer than pile number one's did to focus. So, you know, the Hermit is about going within, listening to the inner voice, learning the spiritual knowledge. And I feel the reason that you're no longer like super anxious or something like that, or you've seen this aspect of yourself, I feel you're learning to trust your intuition. So they may have done this to you deliberately, because that's part of what the Hermit phase is about withdrawing from people, from friends, from society, and not really knowing where you're going. Because what that does is it develops your intuition, and you kind of have to develop a bond with spirit, because you kind of have to, because you've got no one else. And you don't really know where you're going, which can be incredibly stressful. But the thing is, you do know where you're going because you can feel it in your intuition. You feel very guided towards something. And I feel it's like this is a pile of people that have just stopped questioning their intuition. You know? And that's taking a lot of this anxiety away for you. And I do feel this is a pile of people that are coming out of Hermit mode, you know, for those of you that resonates with, because you've got the knowledge that you need now, and it's like time to go play, time to get back out there, you know? Is there anything else? I do feel like some of you are headed for a place in the spotlight, which, you know, with the Sun, you're going to be very happy. It talks about abundance. There could even be a child in your future. Some of you might get pregnant, you know, with the Sun and the Ace of Wands. You very definitely could get pregnant. Yeah, that's your message. And I feel it's supposed to be simple, because sometimes, you know, if you're an overthinker and you're a worrier, it just makes everything so much worse, because your intuition is saying, listen, man, you just gotta chill out, because we know where we're going here, because you can feel it, and it's almost like you kind of get premonitions about things, but your massive overthinking is like, no, overthink it, that's the way forward. Overthink it so you can't sleep. And it's a cycle, I think, that we get into, right? So I think that's what you're coming out of, but the message is supposed to be simple, because honestly, once we stop overthinking things and listen to our intuition, life does get quite simple, you know? So that's your message, pile number 2. Good things are coming for you. And listen, I think they're coming fast, because this little guy is moving fast to me. I can see him moving fast, because you've kind of got, I want to say you've gotten out of your own way. I also feel like you're going to be, you know, with the Hermit here, I feel that's something else. You may have always been, I don't know, like shy, or, you know, especially with the blue apatite, it can talk about the throat chakra, social anxiety, being nervous around people. You know, with the Hermit, you may have always sort of preferred to hide yourself away and not really be in the spotlight, but for some of you, that's where you're headed. Sorry if you don't like that, but I feel if you're watching this pile, you'll be okay with that, to be honest, because you may have had some premonition about that, right? And being in the spotlight can mean different things. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have to be up on a stage, right? It could be like you're in a movie, you know, you're a teacher, you're making videos, you're writing a book, something like this. Yes, so that is your message, pile 2. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care. And last but not least, the lovely pile 3 with the pink rhodochrosite. You stay still. Okay, let's see what you've got. Just checking for nudie cards. Oh, we've got one. Okay, hold on. Okay, so you have the Devil with the 8 of Pentacles. So someone has been working hard on overcoming a devil energy. This could be you, or this could be someone you know. Okay, so the devil can talk about many things. Many things. It's a vast topic, but basically the devil means like the thing that's holding you back that you're trying to overcome. It often talks about addictions, you know, or something toxic. So that could be like low self-esteem, overthinking things, an addiction to alcohol, an addiction to overworking yourself. It can be anything like that. But someone somewhere, and I feel for some of you this may even not be you, this may be someone that you're dealing with, okay? But someone has worked very hard on overcoming this devil energy, okay? You have the Page of Swords. Yeah, see, again, the Page of Swords talks about, I mean, you can see it. He's leaving this behind. Whatever this devil energy is being left behind. And the Page of Swords often talks about a delay as well. So if there's been some kind of delay for you in terms of something, this is the reason. It was because someone needed to overcome this devil energy. You also have the Hanged Man. Okay, so there you go. There's been a delay because someone had to leave this behind. You have the 7 of Cups. Okay. You have the 5 of Cups. And you have the 8 of Wands and the Fool. Okay, I actually want to put those in different places. I actually want to put this here, and I want to put that there. So, I want to say someone's working on some kind of communication for some of you. Bear with me because I see a couple of things here. You're just going to have to take it as it resonates. You do have the pink rhodochrosite, which often talks about love, or a healing of the heart chakra, the high heart chakra. I want to say for some of you, you're about to hear from someone with the 8 of Wands. Someone has been working on leaving behind a toxic energy that they've been dealing with. And that's the reason that you haven't heard from them. That's been the reason for the delay. They've been working very hard on overcoming that. They may also have been working on money, you know, with the 8 of Pentacles, or developing a certain skill. So it could simply be for some of you that someone that you know has been working really hard on their career, and that's why you've not heard from them, right? But you're going to have to interpret it to what fits for your life, unfortunately. But with the Eight of Wands, I feel that they have freed themselves from whatever this is, and you're going to hear from them. There's some sadness here. See, you know, if this is someone that you're hearing from and there's been a delay, this could be, if you were attracted to pile 1, I would watch pile 1, because I'm just seeing here you have the Two of Cups down here, which is that, you know, it's a soulmate. But the Seven of Cups can talk about, you know, things seeming too good to be true. So with the Five of Cups, I feel that this was someone there was some sadness with in some respect. And this, of course, does not have to be about love. It can be anyone. But I feel it's a person, okay? So you may feel like this is too good to be true because there was sadness with this person in the past, but they are your soulmate with the Two of Cups. And with the Fool, there's some kind of new beginning here. I feel you're going to take a leap towards this person, honestly. And you have, yeah. Bear with me because I see another interpretation, but they told me to pick this up now. Life doesn't have to be perfect in order for me to choose happiness. Today I choose happiness. So whatever this connection is, it may not have been perfect, right? Clearly it wasn't perfect. But what they're saying is, it doesn't have to be perfect in order for you guys to be happy, you know? And I want to add some provisos with that, right? Because obviously, sorry, I got distracted. There's a little fly on my wall, and you know, you have that saying, a fly on the wall. So someone might be spying on you. Okay, this person might be spying on you, whoever they are, but in a good way, to see if they can come back for some of you, I think. Because what they're saying, like, I just want to add a proviso, right? Obviously, if someone has been like really, really toxic and the behavior has not changed, blah, 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 that's probably not someone that you should be with. But I feel that whatever this is, like, this person has worked really hard on overcoming it. And they're also, with the Eight of Pentacles, they've worked really hard on this offer for you. And Spirit is saying, though there has been sadness in the past, this will work, even though it may not be perfect. But you know what? See, with the soulmate energy, like, sometimes people are sent into our lives to kind of, you know, mirror us and stuff and show us lessons. You're just gonna have to use your intuition, okay? That's what I would say about this, because you're gonna know better than, obviously, a random tarot reader on YouTube, right? It could have even been, like with the Seven of Cups, maybe this person chose someone else or something else at the time, and that made you really sad. You know, with the Devil, like, maybe they chose work. I feel whatever it was they chose, it was to do with this Devil. It was to do with something that they had to work through before they could come back to you, okay? The other interpretation that I see here is, if this is you, you've been working very hard on freeing yourself from whatever this Devil energy is, and with the Eight of Wands, you have done that. You have freed yourself from it. And you may have, it may be a toxic mindset that you have of thinking, I can't do that, it's too good to be true, you know, I'm not able to do that, right? Like, I don't know, say setting up a business or writing a book or something like this, you know, or finding love again. You might be like, well, that's, apologies, my camera cut out because I was rabbiting too long, but I see you freeing yourself from whatever this Devil energy is and having a new beginning, like taking a leap of faith and going for a new beginning, whatever that is. And remember as well, if that's you, like if you have, you know, you're like, well, I want to start this thing, but like, what if I fail? you know, or like, what if I get stuff wrong? But that's how you learn, right? Everybody gets stuff wrong, you know, and it might not be something that takes off right away, but it doesn't, you know, you don't have to be perfect at something in order for you to start it, right? Because people who, you know, first start things are not perfect at it. You know, like the guy who started Starbucks, I think I heard that he was turned down, I think it was literally hundreds of banks refused to give him a loan before he was finally able to get one, you know? So that might be something else that you need to hear. Like you might just, Spirit might be saying just start something. Like you don't have to be perfect in order to start something. Because this could also be a little bit of perfectionism that you're moving away from, you know? And it's like it has to be perfect in order for me to start it, but it doesn't, because you're going to learn on the way, right? So that is your message pile number 3. I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I wish you many, many blessings, love and light. Take care.